I play on PS5 though. I don't know if you can see it. Xbox One. I play on
Welcome
PS5.
to Games Gone By.
What's up?
I'm Adrian. Gore, David are here.
I disagree.
Oh, yeah.
This is our book club where we go in every month, usually maybe sometimes twice a month, like we did with Revengeance. Go in, we play a game, we talk about it, go through some of the history about it too, which we'll be doing mostly for this one.
Actually,
we stream this.
we have 2 this month.
Yeah, so either way, I got my dates mixed up. I'll tell the schedule later in a second. We stream this live on twitch.tv/thepunked on Thursdays after Blue Rupees. I have actually just started the process of making all these audio podcasts, so that will be happening soon.
Yes.
Very soon, this will become its own feed, and I will re-upload all the episodes as well on the side. We do this live, like I said, on twitch.tv/thepunked, where you can be in the chat like crazy. Apparently says No Man's Sky, one of the biggest disappointments at the time. Yep, we'll be talking about that. But yeah, this was my pick.
Your background's stupid. So. Yeah, yes.
Our schedule, though, let's talk about that before we get into the game here.
Yeah.
February 25th is Little Nightmare. That's Gore's pick.
Little Nightmares.
Little
the
Nightmares.
Game, the sequel came out today. I forgot to pick it up today, so I have to. I'm gonna get it tomorrow. Mario.
It was like $25 on Amazon, I think.
Yeah, well, I paid $30. Fuck it.
I paid monies already.
I paid the extras money.
March 25th is David's pick with Earth Defense Force 5. April 29th is my pick with Hellblade's Newest Sacrifice. May 27th is Gore's pick once again with 9 hours, 9 person, 9 doors. And David's final pick so far, we do each have one more pick of season 3 or season 2. Parasite Eve is June 24th.
All right. Can I say one thing? I think I know what my last pick will be.
Oh, all right.
Do we need like a big?
All right. This is a game. I'm not sure if I'm picking it, so I'm not going to say what it is, but I will say this: it is a game that you can put as much time in it as you want.
So
like a No Man's Sky.
You sure you don't want to announce it early then?
You should just announce it early. Let's go.
All right. How
Let's
about
get that lineup filled out?
Can I announce it at the end because I want to have some.
All right.
I want to see how this goes first.
Okay.
Terribly.
Because this is going to be a feeling. If
We're gonna
it doesn't
talk,
work out, it's going to be a very similar.
Well, this one at the unfortunate circumstance of like before I wasn't planning on moving. The opportunity just landed right in my lap, and I was like, "Cool, let's just do it." And I was definitely planning on my winter break, being a lot of playing this game, and it didn't work out that way. And then when I spent literally because I have so much shit, it spent me the entire month. I'm still not 100% moved in. Like I still have a bunch of boxes still actually laying around. Just because of work, and then whenever I'm not working, I'm tired, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. So I've just had like no time, and I really wanted to stream this last week, but unfortunately, none of us were feeling that great for that. I wanted to stream prior, but just had no time. I will preface this that I think this is gonna be for me. I already got inklings of it, I've already turned this into a podcast game at the end, where we'll talk about it here, how there's a lot to do. But once you at least do the beginning part, you can kind of do whatever you want until you want to start learning other things, which is kind of nice. But
One
yeah,
thing
go
can I
ahead.
say something? I just realized this is going to be a game that if you're getting that feeling too, I have a feeling this is going to be a game we talk about a lot.
Yeah. So what I'm prefacing
Well,
this with,
me and you at least. I don't think David.
Well, I mean, I'd still welcome if he wants to play with us at all, because I think that'd be fun
He's not going to want. He's not going to want.
I have zero interest in touching this game again.
But I was gonna preface this saying that I think at the season 2 retrospective, I feel like this will be a game that will be touched on a lot more than we're going to.
Yeah.
I do think that this game, just the history behind it, actually warrants a whole episode too. So I think we kind of get off being able to kind of talk about how much it's evolved and what the history is. This is kind of what Games Gone By originally was when we were first piloting it. Actually, no, when the first time me and Gore did it, back in the day when we kind of like dug through the history of us finding like 20-minute episodes, it was literally us just kind of going through the history of it and remembering things.
Yeah, because we didn't play it again. We just like, hey, you want to do a whatever?
We'll talk
about that game we played 5 years ago. Like, yeah sure.
So
try to remember.
This is kind of has remnants of it, but we're gonna talk more in depth of it. But we're gonna go through the history of it more, which I think, again, like I said, I think this warrants it. This is one of those games that 100% has been through hell and back in terms of development and release and patching. But yeah, no, like towards the end of it, like I still have a lot to do. Like I learned how to base build, I learned to go to stations and stuff like that. But I was already getting the feeling of this is definitely a podcast game. Like I was already popping on podcasts
Sure.
at the end, so
Yeah, you don't need. I mean, it's still, even though there is that combat and stuff, that it's a very peaceful game at times. You don't need to worry about too much danger besides for the nature itself trying to kill you. Like just like
Right.
like even that, like originally when the game came out, it was very much like a survival. Like, oh, you're running low on everything, and now it's like you're still running low on stuff, but it's not as ridiculous as it used to be. But I guess we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But like I was gonna say is so depending on your game, I think this was just a bad time. It's unfortunate because I was really eager to play this a lot more, and I will. I don't think there's necessarily like a hard limit. I mean, David, obviously, if this was a bad pick from the get go, I was hoping it wouldn't have been. But at least like this is what I kind of always anticipated was this will be one of the ongoing games for me. So I have no doubt that by the retrospective and even maybe onward, I'll be definitely playing more of it. It'll stay on my hard drive. So I think that I don't think necessarily this is necessarily indicative of what your pick might be. Because I feel like
No, I meant just like if you guys don't like the game, you're not gonna play it a lot, and then we won't have anything to talk about.
I think
because this game doesn't have a troubled development, so we can't rely on that. Is what I mean.
Sure.
Gotcha.
You know, like yeah.
We'll
Or
see.
we have like I've played the original game, so I can at least like give you my impressions of what I remember of that game and compared to what it is now, which is not even close to the same fucking thing.
If you guys want at the end, Gore, if you decide that, I'll announce my July pick, and David, I don't know if you have your September pick ready, but we can announce that last one.
I can do that. Yeah.
So
Okay,
if Gore announces it at the end, we'll announce the last 3 games we have slated for the rest of the season. So 1.
That's a good joke. This guy needs to get his ass beat.
David, obviously, this was a very upset pick for you, which was annoying because I had to deal with a lot of your shit. So let's hear your nonsense.
Look, no, here's the thing. We've talked about this during Street Fighter X, Mega Man, and Charles Barkley Shep and James Guy. There's inevitably going to be games that just don't click with some of us, and that's expected. But for me, pretty much anything in the style of gameplay of just, you fucking go craft, or you go mine, or you just you find your own adventure. I don't like stuff like this. This is just not my thing. We've had pleasant surprises on the podcast before of things that kind of go counter to what I usually like What Remains of Edith Finch. Still a phenomenal fucking game, an experience I recommend everyone playing, despite the fact that I don't like walking simulators like that. But it is one of those things that this is not a game that made me any more interested in this style of gameplay. It's just, I get why people like this. If you're someone
Did you say your girlfriend would like it?
She might. It's one of those things that right now she's playing through Last Guardian, so I'm waiting for. She's one game at a time kind of person. So once she's done that, I might suggest this. But it's all good. But it's one of those things that I just don't dig it. It does nothing for me. I just get impatient and anxious to do things. Like, okay, you throw me in a big open world. Well, if I enjoyed a lot of the crafting stuff, or if I enjoyed a lot of the kind of just exploration, there would be a lot for me to enjoy in that respect. Because I will say, the procedural generation is kind of neat with this game.
It's hella fucking cool, I think. I think going into space and just seeing another planet, you're like, I'm going to go there. And then you just go there, and it's like completely fucking different from what you're in. I think that's fucking really cool.
I don't know, just playing this game, it didn't do anything that like Terraria or Minecraft or any other similar games or in the same vein did that make me go, yeah, this is the one to convert me. It's just, I need some kind of actual like reason to play, like, fighting games. One of the reasons why I like fighting games, I like getting better. I like competing against myself. I like competing against others. I always like the drive in the action, and great cast, great music, etc. go a long way. There's none of that personality and unique standout aspect to this. It has its identity in the sense of here's Minecraft in space, essentially, and that's being horribly derivative of the concept. I understand, but there's nothing unique enough to this game that makes me go, yeah, this is going to be an exception. I like RPGs. I like a grand story. Give me, a fun adventure, a lovable cast of characters. Let me grind out some fucking stat block numbers because Monkey Brain likes to see number get bigger. But aside from that, like,
All right.
Because that's the thing. It's like it's not like I'm
realistic
opposed
thing
to
I've
some of
heard,
the elements. Like I like crafting in like MMOs. I tend to play crafting classes a lot because I want to go ahead and make things, sell things, and make monies. You know, build out the
like
economy and equip my character. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe like to make things, sell things, make money.
Don't you like Stardew?
You do that?
Yeah, I love Stardew.
Don't you do that? You definitely do that in No Man's Sky. Because I made things. I'm like, oh, cool.
Well, it's because it's not a direct thing. It's,
I don't know if
you can pick. You can pick whatever you want. I think David's saying that's not necessarily that he doesn't want to pick any of that. Because I kind of I disagree with that. I think you can kind of pick and choose. Like if you want to build your own fucking like city,
yeah,
you can.
You find
a
planet. Hey, you find a planet, and
that's what I'm saying though. Is I don't like the building aspect. I like crafting in other games. I'm using it as a comparison. Like, I get it. I like crafting in MMO, not because I like crafting or building things, but because I like the concept of, okay, I'm going to grind out to get this bit of gear so that I can either go sell in the marketplace or use for my own kind of leveling purposes. I don't like the Lego experience. I don't like building a ton of things. I'll be honest, I just don't have the creativity for it. It's 100%. I don't have that mental part of my brain that goes, yeah, I see this landscape, but I see like a cool metropolis I could build here. Or I see a cool skyscraper or some other kind of cool thing that I could build as a monument in this area. I just don't have that. And because of that, I don't like games like this. They are lost on me. It will never be anything I enjoy because part of the charm of what makes these style of games good is their very sandboxy nature of you decide what you want to do. It's like, well, I don't fucking want to decide what I want to do because the part of my brain that's creative is not focused on this type of creativity. And so it's just boring. It's empty for me.
Yeah, it's funny because I feel like the opposite of like Musou games where I'm like, oh, I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. And yeah, it has an ending to it, but I'm like, there's ultimately like the most basic of progression.
Yeah.
Whereas like
this Warriors definitely had basic progression.
But this, even if I'm like not in the mood, I can literally just do stuff and I can turn my brain off to No Man's Sky and still do things, you know? But yeah, so then Gore, what were your impressions? Oh, before that, Great Survivors. I could see why people enjoy this game, but I 100% agree with David. There you go, you're not alone.
Yeah. You're not alone.
Hell yeah.
All right, Gore, what were your... So, I mean, you played this... Originally, you played this for a lot of hours, and then you didn't really play it that many for this time, but you got kind of reacquainted with it a little bit.
I'm sorry, what?
You got reacquainted with the game, but you played it originally for a lot more. You didn't play it for that much this time.
I played it when it first came out. When it came out, 2016. It's been 5 years, by the way. It's been a long time. I enjoyed it actually when it first came out. I didn't hate it like everybody else did. Like when people were putting in their worst of lists, I was like, that's a little much. Like, sure, after around 30 hours, it does get a little boring. I'm not gonna lie, because it starts to run out of things to do. But for the most part, there's a lot of really cool stuff in the original version of the game. Like going to a new planet, no loading screens, even though there really is. It's just when you go into a planet, it turns white.
When it takes you forever to like go to the atmosphere, that's the loading.
Yeah, that's the loading.
But it's still cool. It doesn't look like it.
Too, because your ship is going slower too, because you're entering the atmosphere. So it's like they're hiding the loading screen. Also, you can see like the planet looks like one thing, and then when you get there, it looks almost completely different.
And
like
there's mad poppin'.
Yeah. But and this is the PS5 and Xbox Series X version we're talking about, by the way.
It's not poppin', but
it was even worse.
It blends in, like it doesn't like pop, but it kind of like gradients in. I don't know what to say with it, but
yeah, I mean it's blurry and it's like I know what you mean.
Like when you're hovering up here, listening to the you're cool, I'll land. You look down, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, there's a shit ton of plants down there.
Yeah, a shit ton of plants and animals and rocks and shit, and like you can't find a flat surface. Yeah, it's the original game. I didn't mind. I didn't like it a lot or anything, but I was like, it's fine. I was having a good time. I remember that was a podcast game back then. I would listen to like old podcasts and just like 5 years later, I'm doing the same shit. But I'm just like, let's play a game. That's all I do. I just play games, listen to podcasts. What the fuck?
Greed05 says, the tasks are mundane at best. Based on my playthrough, I was spending most of my time collecting oxygen for my suit and getting fuel for my ship.
Can I have a moment to self-reflect about how shit my life is, please?
Sure.
Anyway, I had a really fun time before I played this year. This 5 years later, I actually had a good time for the few hours I played this year, and I was actually surprised because I was playing it, going like, okay, they added so much shit. There's been like 18 fucking.
And
updates.
we're gonna go through those
like,
updates, each of the big
mini,
ones.
mini and big. There's big updates and then there's mini ones. But they
we're not going through all the mini ones. We're just doing the big ones.
I'm doing anyone that has a picture acquainted with it. It reads the description. It's fine.
I think there's a bunch. I think every update has a picture associated.
It's not gonna be that long. It's fine.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. But so much shit, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be so over fucking whelmed because I played a little bit when the Xbox One version came out, but that was only like what 2 years later. So like
2017 or no, it was 2018. 2018.
Yeah, it was 2018. And I'm just like, oh my god, I only played it like a couple hours back then though, so I already missed. Dude, playing it when I came to Xbox One was like playing an entirely new game. I remember opening that. It's in third person now, and I'm playing it. I'm seeing ships fly by. I'm seeing
that's so cool. I think
giant freighters and shit. I'm like, this ain't fucking anything like the original game. Like, you'd be lucky to see one ship fly by every few hours.
I genuinely kind of like am jealous of the people that played this game because there were some people that fucking love this game out the gate and they played an insane amount of time in it.
I understand too, because playing it now, I could totally see it.
But people were doing that at the beginning though, and I envy those people because I think that must be so fucking cool to see how every upgrade really pushed this game into where it is now. Because we kind of got like the really easy before and after, but people kind of progressed in this, and that must have been kind of cool to kind of go through. Because this game, I think the hate. I shouldn't say the hate was warranted, but the backlash, not even the backlash, it was pretty extreme. The criticisms were definitely warranted.
I think the backlash was too, because they fucking
some of them was pretty extreme.
A lot of it was a lie.
Yeah, some of it was extreme.
It's not a lie anymore, but
it's
like
almost
Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
it's like Cyberpunk. They fucking they released a game that they promised would be
have stuff, and they had multiplayer, and it was like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, they said that before.
I remember they were like, I think one of my favorite quotes at the beginning was like, "They're like, is there multiplayer? It's like, yeah, but there's like no possibility you're running into someone." And then they showed there were two people. Like, it's like a 1 billion chance that 1 in 1 billion that you'll ever run into someone. And day one, they're like, "Hey, look, it's me and this guy. We're on the same planet right now. We're in the same spot."
They're showing it's the exact same planet, exact same image, and they're like standing in the exact same place, and they're looking around. They can't see each other.
Weren't they like orbs originally? Like you could just see that person as an orb or something. I thought that's what it was. But
no, I don't think you could see anything at all.
No, I think later when they added multiplayer, you could only be an orb, right? Yeah. I remember there being something involving orbs. Maybe that was before the game came out and they said you only see an orb. I remember there being orbs.
There was an orb at some point. But now you're straight up with crews now, right?
Yeah. Oh, dude, when you go into when you're doing like the main mission in this game, and you're trying to find this Artemis character, because they actually put a story in this now, so you're finding like some character named Artemis.
I was curious you didn't even push for that, David. I was curious if you just want to do the story mode.
Care.
It's not that interesting. But
because you still have to do all the rudimentary, just busy work of go find all the materials, fill up the ship, go fly around. Like it's still all the same knee deep busy work that that the whole game is.
Sure, but anyway, like so you do that, and then you get to this one big station. I forgot what it's called. It's like this big orb looking thing. It looks like the Didax thing. And you go in there, you go into this big ball, and there's like dozens of people, like actual people just walking around. It's like it's like Destiny's little area.
And that's where you get your missions.
The tower.
Yeah, the tower. Or whatever it's called in the second. Is it called the Citadel in the second game?
Oh wait, I thought it was, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. But anyway, and I was really cool. You could just like ask people to join up. You could wave and stuff. I was like, this is exactly what this game should have been. You can see people like kind of fly out too if you're playing multiplayer. I was playing just single player, so you don't see them like actually in the world or whatever.
Right.
But it's really cool. I really like the whole atmosphere of that. You could talk to all these aliens, learn the different dialects, which you could do that in the original game. That was like the only thing I thought was really cool about that original game, besides the planet stuff. But everybody thought that was cool. But like learning the words and trying to figure out what they're saying by learning particular words,
right.
Like
and you can
learning the alien word for like the and shit. Yeah, and you practice it. Yeah, I don't think you could practice it in the original game. I think they only made it so that you could learn the words and then you'll understand what they're saying. And sometimes if you just don't understand what they're saying, like almost at all, then you just couldn't talk to the person.
Right.
So it's like you're building up your word count just so you can talk to certain people.
I do agree with what Green Superwatch is saying, and I think I want to say later on you eventually upgrade everything where it's not as much of an issue where you're having to collect oxygen and fuel and stuff. You just upgrade
I find it's
so
not
much.
That. Yeah, I don't find it to be annoying now, but I guess I also play No Man's Sky original.
You've had a bit.
Yeah,
but I imagine you upgrade so much that it becomes a non-issue. It's just kind of like it's like the beginning of Minecraft where you're always hungry and you don't really have that much to do, but eventually you just have so much shit because you've been doing everything that it becomes a non-issue. But like some of those moments I think are just fucking really cool. Like you see some fucking demon monsters sometimes you're like, oh my god. Yeah. Where like the one planet.
What one planet?
The one planet I landed on just had like tentacles popping out of the fucking ground. Sometimes I'm like, nope. Not doing that.
I went to one planet that every time I went there, because I went there a few times just to see if it'd be better, every time there was a giant storm that you just couldn't live in. Like if I came out, my fucking health bar just went doo. It just kept going doo. I was like, well, my health bar and my hazard bar thing. And I was just like, okay, fuck it. And I left. I came back. Maybe the storm passed. Nope. It was just like a planet that was just a storm. That was it. I left that and I went to another planet, which is now my base planet. It's just an ice planet.
Gore Planet?
Yeah, I'll call it Gore Planet. It's just an ice. It's just an ice planet. And it's cold, but not too cold. If I go to certain places, it gets a little too cold, and my shit goes down faster. But I set my base up there. I made like a little house, which is that's the biggest Minecraft comparison. Gore house. That's the biggest Minecraft comparison I have because immediately when I started playing this, I'm like, I need to build a house to save myself from dying. That's every time in Minecraft. That's exactly what I do. I'm like, I need to save myself
make a dirt
from
house.
dying. Yeah, I need to make a house so the cold doesn't kill me. In Minecraft, it's fucking creepers, zombies, Enderman, fucking anybody. But yeah, that's like the biggest comparison to Minecraft. Everything else, like I like the terrain tool. You just dig right into the.
It's pretty satisfying, I think.
Yeah, it really is. It looks really good. It looks really good too. They did a great job because that wasn't in the original game. You couldn't do that. At least I don't think so. I don't remember you using that at least. The game looks great too. I want to say like it looks much better. PS5 update. I can't tell how much better it looks compared to the PS4 version, but
we should look up some upgrades before and afters of everything.
Yeah. But so I mean, so far from what I played, I'm having a good time. I updated or upgraded a lot of my building stuff, so now I have like a save beacon. I don't have any exo suits or anything, which sucks, and I don't have a freighter. I went to one guy because I had some money from when I originally played, so I was like, maybe I'll have enough to buy a freighter. I asked him, hey, because you could just go to a random freighter and say, hey, how much you selling this freighter for? And the guy's like, this is a C class. I was like, okay, all right. $13 million. I had $1 million. I was like, fuck. All right. I'm buying no fucking freighter right now. Because a freighter would really help you. Because my only problem I have with this game right now is the storage. Yeah. I run out of storage so much. And I already have upgraded shit because I had it from the original game. So
storage is a nightmare in this fucking game.
Yeah, in most games like this, though, like even Minecraft, hell, even Stardew Valley at times, it gets like, oh my god, I want to carry all this shit, but fucking, I have to get rid of half my tools before I go into a mine or whatever.
Actually, especially Stardew Valley, if you're doing deep dungeon runs in the mine, or if you really take the time to build out your farm, your inventory fills way too fucking quick.
Yeah, but so. That's my main problem right now is the storage. Like I know you can get storage containers later, but you have to like progress through the story more to learn how to build that from what I read, which is annoying, but I need that because right now I'm just like, oh my god, I want to keep like as much as I can, but my ship is full, my fucking cargo is full, I'm full, like, my suit's full, like fuck me. But they have so much new stuff, a bunch of upgrades. Obviously, the exosuits and the fucking the rovers and new ships. The game looks different. The hub world is different completely. There's actually multiplayer, which is great. It just feels more alive.
I think it's when you're like making a base there and you're like trying to live, and then you just see a couple like ships go above you, and you can actually start following them too. You're just like, hey, let me hop in my ship and just see where they're going.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's fun. It's cool. I assume it's even cooler in regular multiplayer too, with like people.
Yeah. So, and like by the retrospective,
because people could just randomly join if you're in multiplayer and you uploaded your base, then people could just randomly just show up. Because I was gonna show up, like I saw if you go and look into the teleporter, you can just like if you build a teleporter, you can actually go to just random bases. So it's just like there's like ones. I think it was all from the same person. I'm assuming it's somebody in my friends list. But it was all like really cool looking things from the pictures I saw. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Though. I don't want to just randomly show up to someone's base.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. Hey, what's up? I'm assuming they were playing, but I'm not sure. I don't know how that works. Maybe they could just see your base.
I don't know, but I did see cross platform multiplayer enabled at one point when I did upload that.
Yeah.
But no, like yeah, I get if you don't like that style. I tend to enjoy once you get into the groove of these kind of games like Minecraft. I put in a fucking insane amount of time into Minecraft when that first showed up on 360. Like my first world, I have like a whole ass like glass village. I have like monuments. I have like a Pac-Man ghost. I have the guy from Fez. It doesn't fucking time or really age that. I have a Castle Crasher up there. I have a whole ass mansion built for the dogs. I have like this like underwater tunnel where I made a house underwater. I just kind of go crazy with those things just because why not? I don't know. I get bored, so I'm like, well, I'd rather do something and then because I feel like it's the right amount of non-committal versus like a Muso game where it's like I still feel like I have to pay attention to something because I have to like.
But see, that's the thing is like that's where the disconnect comes in. Is you're able to have a creative outlet in something like this. I don't have the means to have that kind of creative outlet in a game like this. So I prefer something like a Dynasty Warriors because I can just shut my brain off, get some kind of completion out of it, tear through thousands of enemies, and then just be like, all right, well, I got a little bit of story. I killed 1,000+ dudes in this single setting here. I can pick it up. I can play it for 5 minutes. I can play it for an hour plus. I can play it with a friend.
The one time we're ever gonna fucking agree on this is Persona 5 Strikers, so you better enjoy your fucking time with that.
Yeah, but that's because it's the least Dynasty Warriors like game in the series.
Oh my god. I hope David hates that one.
He might, because it's not gonna be that much like Dynasty.
Yeah, I know. Warriors. Good. Thank fuckery. That's
all right, AVGN.
Yeah, fucking and then a guinea pig pussy or whatever. I don't know. That sounds like AVGN thing to say.
But yeah, so like I said, this didn't really work out the way we were trying to with the multiplayer, and that's fine. That's not a big deal. And like Gore and I will come back. I know we're gonna play it still. I'm keeping it on my hard drive. I don't see a reason to take it off. But in an effort to at least kind of delve into the past of it, I do want to go through the major patches and kind of just showcase exactly how big this game got, because right now where No Man's even even a past update or two ago, I think that's kind of like where No Man's Sky originally intended and should have been. Yeah. Now we're kind of above and beyond where it should be. Well,
I think before we even talking about that, it's important to talk about what was promised for this game, because what makes this game interesting, let's be honest, is not this game. It's the fucked up history behind it.
Well, okay, let me say that, yeah. So as someone that knew of Hello Games prior with their Joe Danger, I love Joe Danger. Joe Danger's fucking great. I completed those. I think I completed the second one, I forget, but I definitely got all the achievements in the first one, which is fucking tough as hell.
I like Joe Danger.
I remember hearing that those guys were making this vast, crazy fucking like Minecraft space game, and I was already skeptical from day one.
Yeah, everybody was. A lot of people were. They were just like, "How the fuck is like a team of like 12 people making this fucking game?"
Well, originally there were 6, and then they expanded to 12.
Yeah, it was half and half. I feel like because it was a PlayStation exclusive at first.
Oh, no. When I say everyone, I don't mean actually everyone. I mean a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Like I was even like, I don't know. Like honestly, when I saw the game, I was like, this is cool. I don't know if even if it is great, if it's going to be my type of game. I thought it looked really cool though, and I was excited by the time it came out. But
I was the opposite. Not like at least by the time I'm excited, because I mean I wasn't really big on PlayStation, and this was always showcased as a PlayStation platform, so obviously it had that PlayStation fandom behind it, where they were very much pushing
Kevin Butler money.
It had that big push of people saying like touting it, and I always had that skepticism. I was like, I love Joe Danger and I love Hello Games, but something just did not. I was like, this seems like very ambitious. And then sure enough, once you got closer to launch and things were kind of sketchy, we're like, is multiplayer in it? Is it not in it? I remember one of my good friends was asking me, he's like, hey, you gonna get the game and launch? I'm like, no. He's like, come on, let's do it. We can play multiplayer together. I'm like, that game doesn't have multiplayer. He's like, yeah, it does. I saw like an interview with it. I'm like, ugh. Well, it doesn't. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no, the interview is ridiculous.
Well, there's a lot
where
of
he just keeps saying yes
with Sean Murray
no,
here.
The one big one though, where he just keeps saying yes, 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 yes. He's just like oh,
he really
God.
needed someone there to tell him no.
No, I would have done it. You should call me.
But yeah, no. So this game, essentially, what it is like now is kind of what it was advertised to be.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, even a little bit more now.
Yeah, no, it's definitely more now. But like I said, maybe like
I don't think they promised like exosuits.
Like 2 updates ago, maybe is probably where it. Like I know I saw. I think
they promised freighters and like wars and shit.
I think the No Man's Sky next update was where people were like, "Hey, this is what it should have been," and we're at that point now. And hey, it's all been free, which is good.
Yeah.
Because they made so much fucking money off this game, even with the returns and complaints, and with being such a small team, like they stayed, like they were set. Like they made the what's that game? The Last Campfire too. They're like, hey, this is just all funny money that we made from No Man's Sky because they straight up. They're like, we can just make free updates to this game for life, and we're just set. Because it did that well. Sean Murray, no. Crazy
no.
pepperoni says.
But yeah, play this game. No.
Let me go through some of these updates like one by one. I'm gonna go through the and it's just a picture with the description, so it shouldn't take too long, but we'll see. So the first update was the foundation update, and that's this update adds the foundations of base building and is the foundation for things to come. This is the first of many free updates. And that was the first major one. Let me see. When did this game come out again? Do we have the release date?
August 2016. I don't know what day. I think it was like late in August.
Late in August?
I think it was. Or maybe it was early in August. It might have been early.
It doesn't.
It was probably middle watch. I don't know. It was August 2016. I know that.
All right. I can't find the actual date of this. That sucks. No, the
of the game itself, right? Not
no, I'm looking for the foundation update.
The game came out in August 2016.
It looks like
August 9th was the release of the game.
August 9th.
The regular game.
Oh, damn it! It's giving me like some random game named Foundation.
Oh, damn it!
God damn it!
Oh, God damn it!
Oh, God.
A large November released in November 2016. Yeah.
November 25th, 2016. That was the very first Foundation one, and I
got the rest of the dates.
Oh yeah, cool. So I'll leave that out now. So I'll read off. So yeah, that was the major one, and that's kind of what they introduce you now to doing right off the bat is building a base and kind of understanding how to do that. Basic stuff. I feel like again things that people expected to be in the game and it just wasn't. The next one is the Pathfinder update. It introduces planetary vehicles, base sharing, PS4 Pro support, ship weapon specialization, permadeath mode, and much more.
It's weird. I think that's the only one that has a separate trophy list too.
You know,
like if you go on No Man's Sky, it just has No Man's Sky and then Pathfinder update.
When's that date?
March 2017.
Okay, so getting about like every 3 months.
Yeah, 4 months. What was that? Yeah, it's 4.
Atlas Rises update.
Atlas Rises August 2017, by the way.
Okay, Atlas Rises brings a brand new and overhauled central storyline, portals, a new procedural mission system, trade improvement, system economies, joint exploration, and more. This is the next step in our journey. So this was kind of the first major one that people were like, okay, they're starting to kind of remedy what they're doing.
Then almost a whole year later was No Man's Sky next, and that was July 2018, by the way. Good.
Now, here's also an important thing to kind of keep in mind with these updates is they were dead silent until the Foundation update.
Yeah.
The very first one, they said nothing on social. So there was a lot of controversy of they just fucking run with our money. Shit.
Yeah, I feel honestly in this day and age when you see how fucking dumb CD Projekt is when it comes to their apologies that we talked about, I think the best would have been a middle plan or like the middle of that where you come out and say we're sorry, we're fixing it, and then just stay quiet because these companies have like I think honestly in hindsight that actually wasn't a bad move. They're like fuck it, words can't do it. Let's just actions speak louder than words, and it's true. Like
but for like 3 months, people thought that their asses just like split.
Yeah, I remember there was like rumors of like, hey, I look at the studio looks closed or something. So yeah, like it should have said that, but now in hindsight, it worked out. But yeah, like with CD Projekt and all that stuff going on, it's like, yeah, you guys need to shut your fucking mouth and just fix it. Siege says, what about Anthem? Yeah, Anthem is the fucking.
That's probably
we should have talked about that.
What happened?
Oh yeah,
the fucking rumor about like. I don't even think it was a rumor. I think it was confirmed. EA was like later this week going to announce if they're even going to continue with Anthem,
or
they're just going to shut the fuck down.
What do you mean if
they're going to, because the Anthem rebuild was supposed to happen. So there was I think a rumor, or it got confirmed. There was like leaked info that EA said either later this week they're gonna confirm if they're gonna continue with Anthem and let BioWare actually continue it and fix it, or they're just gonna say fuck it and let it.
That's so bizarre. That's bizarre that they're saying like, well, announce if, like, do they not know now?
No, they're not gonna announce if.
That's what I'm saying.
No. That's it. I'm saying if they are going to do one or the other, they're going to announce Anthem shit later this week. Is the leak that came out? And
they're either going to announce it's gone or it's not.
Yeah, because they don't know that when the leak came out. They're gonna have Anthem news soon, and it didn't seem very positive. So it's either it's going to be shut down or they're just going to do some shitty like new shit.
It really missed the boat, I think, on this. If it was sometime like
they should just cut their fucking losses and say we'll focus on Mass Effect, fuck it, and Dragon Age. No, we don't need a third game in BioWare right now, please. They need to focus on their 2 that they have right now.
Yeah, Siege just punted to the stratosphere. I kind of agree. Crazy Party says, "I'm glad No Man's Sky didn't fall into other failed games with false expectations where they're dead." I think. I'm very happy with how No Man's Sky turned out. Yeah. I think it's kind of a Pandora's box, though, because people see how No Man's Sky was able to turn around the conversation. Now everyone feels like they want to do that. They're like, hey, let's really ship products, and now let's just do it better later on.
Yeah.
Which is dumb, as we're talking about with Anthem.
It really should have been, like, I know it's PS4, but it really should have been some sort of not free, it should have been early access. I mean, that's pretty much what it was. It should have been early access.
If they slapped early access, maybe if they did what Dreams did, which is release it digital.
Or the best comparison is Subnautica. Subnautica is pretty much No Man's Sky except underwater.
It was terrifying. Like, I'm not playing it. I don't want to play that.
Yeah, and guess what? When it officially came out, people gave it 9s and 9.5s, and everybody loved it.
The potential is so good.
Yeah, every time I see that game, though, I'm like, fuck that, I ain't playing that.
I'm tempted to, but every time I fucking see it, because I do not like fish. Any underwater thing, I think they're fucking terrifying. I'm like, don't fucking get near me.
Wait, you don't like a goober shark?
Kill it.
How about a goblin shark?
Yeah, no, that one's fine.
One's fine. Look it up.
No.
See if you think it's fine.
No,
no, it's not fucking fine.
I hate. They creep me out. A lot of fucking underwater shit creeps me the fuck out. And anytime I see people talk about Subnautica, they even talk about how fucking scary it is. And I see people just swimming and they see this giant fucking thing. I'm like, nope. I'm gonna probably play it sometime though. Maybe I'll take that. I kind of want to make that like a drunk sub goal or something, where I'm like, hey, if I ever make it like some good amount of subs, maybe I'll just have a whole ass Saturday night where I just get nuts and just play it out and hate it.
Should.
Yeah, I might do that. That sounds kind of fun.
You want to see a goblin shark?
Nope.
Why not? What are you? I thought you're a big man.
Goblin shark.
Yeah, go ahead. Go look it up.
Oh, I see a small picture of it. I'm good. I hate
that rolling up in your bathtub.
I hate fucking underwater animals.
Under the sea. Did the Little Mermaid give you nightmares? Sebastian's scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. Siege goes, oh god, Grounded is terrifying. Yeah, that too is fucking. Ugh.
Oh, Grounded? Yeah, Grounded. Oh, yeah, that fucking got me.
Anything?
I wish you were streaming that, because we were playing and fucking me and Kyle turned the blob version of the spiders on.
Spider mode off.
Yeah, or on, or whatever.
Where they know people have arachnophobia, so they turn off the spiders, but it turns it into something worse.
Wait, it's a blob with a head and 2 like beady eyes. That's it. And it floats around. So me and Kyle were playing. We're like doing something. Like we're being quiet or whatever. And then I just turn around. There's a fucking blob there.
Can I say it from my perspective?
Yeah, sure.
I died in this tunnel. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, guys, I dropped a lot of shit. I'm gonna go run and get my shit. And I was like, they're like, all right. So I knew where it was. So I beeline there. I grabbed all my stuff. And as I'm in this tunnel, I just swear. I hear. I forget which one you guys see it first.
I scream.
I hear you go. I go. Oh, what the fuck! And then Kyle goes, "What? Oh!" And I was like, "What? And they're like, "I don't know what the fuck that thing is. It's fucking floating. It's a blob."
I know I screamed because later on that night I went outside and they were like, "What the hell was that?" I was like, "Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I dealt with it. It's dealt with.
I got it.
I got it." And got me. I thought.
Yeah, but some not. That's fucking. Yeah. Anyway, bringing it back. Yeah, I think what Dreams was now, which was obviously open to, was make it early access, make it digital only, and then physical later on. Next update we have is No Man's Sky Next. This was the one that brought to Xbox.
Yep, almost a whole year later, July 2018.
Introduces a full multiplayer experience, near unlimited base building, command of fighter armadas, and a graphical overhaul and more. So this was the first graphical overhaul. Is there a VOD? No. I might have recorded it happening. No, when do you guys record it?
I don't think we streamed it.
No, someone recorded it like an Xbox record that thing.
Oh, but we didn't get the audio of it. You don't hear us scream and shit. So. I think it's on my Xbox if you have me on there. It would go back to July last year. I don't record too much shit on there, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Anyway, No Man's Sky, that's when it released on Xbox, and that's kind of when people were like, okay, this is now a competent game, because people were playing an Xbox, no problem, it was fine. I bought an Xbox as well.
When I got on Xbox, I was like, it's third person now. What the fuck?
And it released for full price, which was kind of weird because it was like $20 on PlayStation at that point, but it was a full ass $60 on Xbox. But whatever.
Yeah, well, that's how life is, man. Sometimes you gotta pay extra.
The Abyss update. This is the one that I'm already out. Explore the terrors of the deep in the Abyss update, introducing aquatic environments with over 5 times more variety, varied creature behaviors, improved underwater visuals, and much more. Yeah, I'm already out.
That came out October 2018.
Yeah, just in time for Halloween.
Yep, exactly. That's what they were doing.
The next one is Visions. Discover a more varied, more diverse universe in the Visions update, introducing new planetary biomes, more colorful worlds, new fauna and flora, archaeology, salvaging, and much more. This is one you reacted to, because I remember my favorite reaction was from you, where you're like, "Damn, that looks good," and then they actually refresh, like, "Oh, that looks good too."
Oh, okay.
You remember that one where
no, I thought that was the PS5 one too. I said the same thing.
Oh, was it? It might have been that.
I thought it was the PS5 one where it was just like, I'm sure I said it for Visions also. I bet I did. I bet I did. Because I'm sure they did a comparison, because if they added more colorful biomes and shit, then because when that game came out again last year, with its PS5 update, even I was like, I forgot how fucking colorful this game looks now. It's
that's one thing.
Originally you'd be lucky to get a planet that was like 2 different colors, and now it's just like, look at all this color. I'm like, whoa, it's like at least 20.
It's like what Rage 2 tried to do, where there's colors everywhere.
Yeah, that didn't work out for Rage.
A Pepperoni says, as Internet Historian said, some underwater shit.
Oh yeah.
Shit. By the way, that update, the Visions one, came out a month later, so they fucking cranked that one out quick.
And it's a very small one too. The next one is a big one. This one's Beyond. Update 2.0 Beyond, massively expands the multiplayer experience introduced in next. Takes immersion to a whole new level with fully fledged virtual reality. That was the big one. Overhauls base building, NPCs, technology trees, and much, much more. So that was a pretty big one too.
VR. That was when they added VR.
Vroom.
And that was the one where that was the one I think I reacted to last year. I'm like, oh, I really need to fucking play this. Like, I was like, and when they said VR, because I think they teased that, like, I almost want to say that was like a conference or something. They've teased a VR thing, and I was like, oh, and then like some conference. I don't think it was E3 or anything.
That was a big one. When did that come out?
August 2019. So that was almost a year after the last big one.
Yeah, so this one took a long, because you see a lot.
Actually, it was more than a year after the last big one.
This next one's gonna take a while too, because there's a lot of patches in between this one and Beyond. Synthesis.
Yeah, I got that one.
The Synthesis update introduces a number of frequently requested features and improvements in No Man's Sky Beyond. Along with new features, there are a large number of community-led quality of life improvements, as well as general polish.
That was in November 2019. The next one is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, this is some fucking Dead Space shit. I want to do one of these.
H.P. Lovecraft fucking Dead Space bullshit.
I definitely want to do one of these with you. This will be fun.
Yeah.
This one is Living Ship. Explore space from a different perspective with the Living Ship update, introducing a new class of biological ship, a new story mission, mysterious space encounters, space NPCs, and more. This is the one I remember you reacting to this and you're like, nope.
Nope, you go into a ship and there's like horror shit in there. I'm like, nope. That's February 2020, by the way. So that's still newish.
And then let's see. Next one is Exomech.
Exomech. That's when the mechs came.
Store and stomp around the landscape in the Exomech update, introducing a fully controllable mechanical walker, new exocraft technologies, improvements to base building, and much more.
And that was April 2020.
Next one is a quick one. This one's just crossplay. Introducing crossplay for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
I don't have that one, so I don't know where that is. Oh no, that was June. That was June 2020. I got it.
Oh no, this is the one that was where it was Desolation.
Yeah, because I was thinking the Living Ships one. I think is actually a ship that you have, and they just like kind of move.
Yeah, this is the one that we were.
This is the scary one.
Yeah. Scavenge and survive in the haunted wreckage of derelict freighters with the Desolation update, introducing procedurally generated freighters, more story content, combat improvements, freighters, customization.
No, they're freighters. You got it right.
Freighters.
Give me some scares.
Yeah, even the screenshot of this already looks fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
it looks. If you look at this, I would have thought this is some Dead Space shit. If you look at just what I'm looking at right now, are we looking at the same spot?
No, I'm not looking at a picture, but I remember the trailer.
It looks like Dead Space. There's a big fucking backpack. It's like some suited guy holding a gun like this, and there's just fucking like alien and technology everywhere.
Yeah, which would be very off-putting considering the rest of the game at that point you've played has been kind of fun and colorful, not too much like action. Like sometimes you'll get into combat, which I guess we never mentioned it, but the combat's kind of meh. But like the space combat.
Sure.
I don't know if you got into a fight
yet.
but
kind of exists.
Yeah, it's kind of whatever. But yeah, this one came out in July, by the way, 2020. So only a month after the crossplay.
Yeah, this one's a fucking
nightmare. That one's a trip, baby.
Let's see. The next one
is Origins, right?
Origins update 3.0 Origins dramatically expands the universe of No Man's Sky. Explore a stranger, richer, and more varied universe with deeper planetary diversity, dramatic new terrain, a host of new creatures, new weather conditions, colossal buildings, and much more. And that was.
I wish it explained exactly what it did to freshen up the game, because they did them just saying it's changing things. I know they actually changed things that were like big, to the point where when I played the game today, I had an inventory filled with things that just said like obsolete like material or whatever, meaning that shit's not even in the game anymore. So like you could junk it and then get new stuff, which I was like, what the fuck was that stuff? Like I'm sure that's even older stuff.
All new menus.
Menus, okay.
Let's see. Richer diversity, so they go crazy with the diversity. That's been pretty much a thing that they've been just adding to.
Yeah.
Some more flora, bigger landscapes, new species, new weather, marshes, and again increased color variety.
Okay.
Improved teleporters.
Oh, good, yeah.
Photo mode.
Because I remember making one a couple years ago.
Colossal archive buildings. So these are just big ass buildings. You see like giant buildings. Historical stories. It says infestations. More lighting conditions.
More infestations. Great.
Anomalous buildings. So derelict buildings now that you see. Volcanoes.
Hell yeah.
Storm.
I heard
effects.
people have had problems with the volcanoes though. Like sometimes their mission will be in a volcano. It's like what the fuck? Like if they're like mine the volcano now, great.
It's funny. The terrain they updated. Oh yeah, it looks a lot better too with that. Enhanced planet quality.
There's a lot of quality of life.
Yeah. Meteors.
A lot of quality of life and just fucking big visual changes and making it look nice, making it look fresh.
Tornadoes.
Hell yeah, tornadoes!
Lightning.
I haven't seen lightning yet either. There was a big storm, but I haven't seen lightning yet.
Looks like this is the one where the ships started coming in more often.
No, 2 years ago the ships would
always.
But
now they'll land.
Oh, they'll land.
They'll land and do stuff with you.
Oh yeah, fuck off. This is my planet, motherfucker.
Insect life, so giant beetles. Fuck that. Wild robots.
Oh, cool.
Oh, sandworms. Sandworms.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, dude. That's right. I saw that fucking in the trailer. They showed that in the trailer. I was like, oh my god, they put a dune worm in it.
Fuck that.
Hell yeah.
Kill it.
I don't know. What's the problem? What's the problem?
Anyway, there's a lot of like this is increasingly small things, but I mean it adds up eventually after a while. The Halloween update, more lost ships, dialect freighters, more challenges, same old stuff like that. That's another big one is the next generation update.
November.
Graphically enhanced, smoother No Man's Sky for next generation consoles. All enhancements available to PC gamers. Continue your journey in a universe with bigger base, lesser planets, more players, faster warp speeds, and more. And that's it so far.
Oh yeah, so far.
They're still
going.
Why
don't you try hard. Try harder. Come on. They're
still going.
Yeah. You better. Lack of content.
Like I said, though, I think this is kind of a weird. It's a weird Pandora's box where it's like if they didn't get away with this, would we really have? I feel like this was kind of the first. Well, I guess like what do you call it? Master Chief Collection kind of got away with it too, but these games that released broken or with like the promises were not there. Should it really still be praised? And we had people that were complaining about it. I forget who it was. Oh, the Ori developer. Remember he was saying that. I think last week or the week prior, where it was like Sean Murray doesn't really deserve praise, and I kind of get that. I kind of disagree.
I don't think
I'm on both ends.
Praise, but you can praise the game. Just don't be like Sean Murray. Yeah,
because Sean Murray won that award.
I know Sean Murray won though, and he was being like he was drunk and shit. Oh, we fucked up 5 years ago. Thanks for the award, dummies. Like, all right.
Yeah, so it's kind of a slippery slope because do we really want?
Because when you start off so low and then you just end up being where you're supposed to be in the beginning, I don't think you should be praised for that. I think you should be like commended, maybe just like all right, you fixed it,
like,
good job,
good shit,
bravo. Like will CD Projekt Red win a fucking award next year when they fix Cyberpunk? Like,
because it will be fixed eventually. Like, give it a year or two.
They'll add new content to
it. A year or two. Cyberpunk's gonna be one of those games that everyone's gonna fucking love. It's gonna be a lot of shit in there.
I mean, I like it now when it doesn't fucking crash. Like, when it doesn't crash, it's fun.
But like in 2 years from now, that game's gonna be like on the scale of Witcher, where people will be like, oh, they all love it, and it's gonna be like that.
I think because Witcher when it came out, Witcher 3 when it came out, it had some problems, but it wasn't even close. Nowhere near it. And also, even with that, people still don't resonate with the story as much as Witcher 3. Like, Witcher 3 had so much. Like, in Cyberpunk, if you played it, there's a lot of side missions where, hey, I need you to go kill this guy. Why? He's evil. He's bad. He's a bad guy. All right. Witcher 3, every side mission's like some deep shit.
I'm excited to play Witcher 3 eventually. That's kind of...
Witcher 3 had every side mission. Like, there's side missions in that game that are better than main missions in amazing games.
I have the same issue with Witcher that you kind of have with Persona, where it's like, I know I want to play it, but god damn, it's going to be such a time investment. I need to put away a month for that game, probably.
No. I don't have a problem with time investment. I don't got a problem. I just don't want to play that piece of shit. Ugh, anime, gross.
Ew, titties.
I'm going to probably play Persona soon, though. I put up a poll earlier today. I asked, hey, which one should I start first? Yakuza 0 or freaking Persona 5? And like most people said Persona 5.
Yeah, I would say that too.
It was actually closer than I thought. I thought it was going to be mainly Persona 5. But it was like almost 40% Yakuza. But
what would you say, David?
I think you would honestly enjoy Yakuza 0 more.
I know, but if I play that, then I'm going to want to play Kiwami, and then Kiwami 2, and then I guess
it's like an 8-game series for you. Then Judgment.
Persona 5, I have Persona 5 Royal, and then Strikers, and that's it. Like,
and I'm out.
And maybe the dance. Oh, I want to play the dance game actually, but that's like a few hours. So,
yeah,
because I love the Persona 4 dance game, Dancing All Night.
Yeah, those are a lot of fun.
I love that game. I even want to play the third one, even though I didn't play the third game. But the third Persona 3.
How long is Persona 3?
I think it's like 70 hours.
Yeah, I don't think it's as long, but it's still long. I don't know if I want to play that because I heard it like the characters are great and all, but I heard it's way more grimmer than.
Oh yeah, no, it's
because it's more of a Shin Megami Tensei game still. So. Right?
Yeah, it deals a lot more directly with death and loss.
Yeah, I know, because in that, to go to the other world, you fucking blow your brains out, right?
No, that's just how you summon your personas.
Oh, so you do that way more than when you go to the other world. Yeah. So you get to see your characters blow your brains out way more often. Yeah, that's not... I don't want to do that. That's okay. Persona 4, I love it when you summon them. Don't you just
David, okay. Talking from someone that does not want to invest as much time, because I want to do Yakuza, I want to do Metal Gear, a lot of series I'm going to start knocking out. Like, once I get over this, like, I'm pretty much there. I'm kind of like, I'm starting to finally feel, when you're not quite in the mood yet, but you're like, all right, I'm starting to feel like I'm ready to play some of these games. what SMT or that's SMT will go out afterwards. I know because I bought all the SMT games on 3DS. So I'm gonna do them eventually.
Gotcha.
But which Persona games do I need to play? Like is like essential playing? Because I know I'm gonna play 3. I'm gonna play 4. But
I think they're all worth playing.
You never played 4?
The versions that
I got
you
like
play
20 hours in.
Oh no, play 4. Fuck that. Play 4. 4
well, no, because the versions that you play is the kind of key thing. So I still feel that original Persona trilogy of 1, 2, and 2 are highly worth playing, but they're all. So Persona 2 was a duology. So there was Persona 2 Innocent Sin, and there was
Eternal Punishment.
Eternal Punishment. And
that's what I called Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne Eternal Punishment.
But the thing is every Persona game plays a lot differently from one another, so you get a different experience.
Is Persona 1 plays
like more like
really
actual SMT?
But is Persona 1 something I absolutely should play? Because again, this is I'm trying to like this year's resolution is to knock out some series. Who knows if it'll happen or not?
You should really you should do Persona 4. I don't even know why we're arguing about this.
Well, I'm gonna play Persona 4 eventually, but I want to see what games I need.
Nothing else.
Persona 4 is amazing.
I was this close to buying it on Steam today because I want to see if I could just connect my Surface to my TV and just play on a controller. I'm thinking about
go ahead, Dave.
I think it's still worth playing, especially just because of the atmosphere of it. But I will admit the gameplay has not aged the greatest, especially in that one. So if you do, I still think the Persona 2 duology is highly playable. It's still really good. It's just the combat is very not what you would be used to at all because it uses like a grid-based system, which can get a little weird at time. And you can one thing that is kind of neat is like you can combine your spells and attacks together. Like character 1 will use a skill, character 2 will use a skill after, and then that combines into like a third more powerful skill, which is kind of neat. And the story is really good. Definitely the story is the big fucking highlight, and there's something about the payoff of going through like a just dedicated duology where you go through everything with the first part of 2 and you feel like you've kind of won, but then there's just something that happens that just completely undoes everything that fucking happened there.
Oh, it's like The Last of Us.
The duology, no, not like The Last of Us at all. It's fucking. I think the Persona 2 duology is worth playing. The only thing that's awkward about it is the first part of it you play on PSP, and the second part you play the PS1 version, because those are the only ways that they're released in the US.
Are they in Vita?
No. Well, I mean, you can get them.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah, you can get them on the Vita store.
You can get Persona 3 on the Vita store. Too.
I'm pretty sure I might even have them on Vita. Okay, and last thing before
I downloaded it.
Last thing, just because I want to go too long in case anyone's actually
right. But so the last thing is Persona 3 itself. The big question with that one is which version you play, especially.
I got the PS2 version.
Okay, yes. Well, which PS2 version? Do you have regular or
FES?
Okay, play that one. The PSP version.
I wish he said, "Fuck that! Don't play that one."
No. The PSP version adds a new character protagonist that you can be as, and it adds one feature that I wish was in FES, which is in Persona 3 you can't control your party members. They do their own random actions, which gets really frustrating with Persona 3 sometimes.
Yeah, that sounds like it kind of defeats the purpose of a turn-based strategy game, but
yeah. So that gets a little frustrating. Persona 3 Portable is the only one that lets you do that. But if you play on an emulator, well, that wouldn't be an option for you, but at least currently. But there is a fan patch that goes ahead and corrects that. But yeah, no, FES is the best way to play that game.
We'll talk more just in a second when we wrap up this podcast so we can get some closure on this episode.
You too can.
You too can also have this discussion.
You too can play Persona 2 or whatever.
If you're interested in hearing
$300 to buy the PS1 game.
If you're interested in hearing more stuff about No Man's Sky, Gore and I will be playing it, and we'll also.
I'll be playing.
Yeah, and I think that'd be a fun stream if we did one of the Dialects thing. Maybe we'll stream that. But I definitely know that we will be talking about more in the retrospective that we do at the end, where we go through every game, kind of like any other things we want to say about it and all that stuff. That was like a 5-hour episode last time, so we'll definitely have stuff to say on No Man's Sky. But with that said, yeah, No Man's Sky. Unfortunately, David didn't like it, but yeah, not everyone's gonna be a winner with everything. That's kind of, and I always said even though I hate David for it because he's annoying. I think this show would be a lot less interesting if everyone just loved every single thing about it.
Oh, I can't wait till we hit an episode where all three of us really fucking hate a game. I want that.
Gore would say that he really wanted to do a shitty game.
Yeah, shitty game. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Well, before we get to the wrap up,
did you decide it?
No. Before that too, David, do me a favor. Could you give Sean Murray a little kiss on the cheek? All right, thank you.
On the eye.
All right, there you go. All right, that's fine. Some people like that.
Really quick, Green Zero Flash. If you want to stick around after the stream, I will answer that. Pepperoni, just curious, have you guys done a Titanfall games gone by? No, but 2 would be fucking awesome to do.
2 would be great. Hey, I still have to play the campaign, so
I would love doing 2.
Yeah. That's a short game too. If we just do the campaign,
that might be a like middle like fan vote.
Yeah, something. I mean it'll probably like
it'll lose.
5 or 6. No, Titanfall 2 is pretty big now. Actually, people are going back to Titanfall because of Apex Legends.
Well, I'm gonna just pick Journey or something, so Titanfall 2 will lose.
And David will pick. Well, no, David will pick like some fucking big turd or whatever. And I'll win.
Panty.
I got a pretty good track record of winning the fan vote.
All right, Gord, have you decided you want to hold off or do you want to announce?
You know what? See, I don't want to do this and then find out I shouldn't, and then later on I change it. But I feel like this is a game Adrian's been wanting to play. David's already played it. I've obviously already played it.
Oh, I think I know what it is then.
Oh yeah, what the fuck is it?
Is it something that was on the background of your was in your background a lot?
Maybe.
I don't know.
All right.
Stalking
Are you ready? You ready to get fucked up?
Hell yeah.
Because what's my next month? After
your next month is
August, right?
Yes, August.
Yeah. In August, you have plenty of fucking time, so I don't want to hear it. And you can put as much time as you want into this, but I would.
Did we mention this on? Did we mention this game already?
I would appreciate it if you put. Yes.
Yeah, I know.
I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it if you put. All right, so
100 hours in. I want you to buy it on mobile. I want you to buy it on PC. I want you to buy it on Switch. I want you to buy the
Grand Theft Auto Online.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grand Theft Auto Online. Buy it. You fuck. But you have 6 months. I don't want to hear shit. Okay.
Are you wanting to co-op a little bit too?
Sure, we could do co-op. But the game is Stardew Valley.
Hell yeah!
I know David would like that one. So there you go, Stardew Valley. That's my August game. Go fuck yourselves.
Kino fucking pick.
There you go. So you have 6. I don't want to hear shit. When we talk about this game, I don't want to hear I played it a couple hours. I cut a log. No, I want to hear about your fucking farm. I want to hear about the kids you birthed with a lady or a man. I want to hear all about it. You went into the mine, got fucked up by a slime. I don't want to hear bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Sucking on a lime.
Right there. Hell yeah.
I'm a poet and I don't know it. Anyway, Stardew. Adrian.
I'm looking for the game right now. David, do you have to? Are you ready to announce yours too, or you want to hold off?
I can announce my I was waiting to see how much time I would have technically by the end, but I think I'll be fine.
Because all right, if I do math, Enslaved was like an 8-hour game, right?
Yeah.
Slave was 8. Little Nightmares is 4, and then 999 is like 20 to 25. I'll say 25. So what is that? That's like almost 40 hours right there.
You're fine.
So
you're fine.
Yeah,
you're gonna be fine.
You could put 30, 40 hours in Stardew. That's fine. So I'll have extra time, and I'll carry that over until the next.
Gore's pick was Beyond Good and Evil, right? It was.
It was,
but we swapped it to Little Nightmares because of time.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that game. I haven't played it in a very long time.
Beyond Good and Evil will return.
Oh, it will return. I was thinking about it for being August, but obviously I wouldn't mention it now if it's August because it's a fucking 12-hour game. So, but I'm thinking that might be my September pick for the community.
So David has September. October is the fan vote.
Oh, is it? Why the fuck is October the fan vote? Oh, then I have to pick a horror game.
Yeah, we always do 12 months, and then we did. That's what we did last time. We did 12 months, and then
Oh,
we did
fuck
the extra
David,
month
just skip
afterwards.
his ass.
All right, David, what's your pick?
We're gonna go back to the era of the PS3, and we are gonna do Tokyo Jungle.
I want you to realize this is gonna be very hard for Gore to play.
Yeah, how am I gonna play it? I mean, I could dust.
Do you not have a PS3 still?
I know I do. I just have to get it.
Okay.
I don't have a PS3 controller anymore.
Just use the PS5 controller.
Oh yeah, it does work.
I don't want to. That's not the original. You have to play it like it was originally intended.
Sorry if I talked over you, David. Like say it one more time.
Yeah, you definitely did.
I wanted to make sure wanted to make sure Gore was okay with it before you said.
Why would you wait? Hold on. Hopefully, why would you tell everybody now? Like that's like a 5-hour game. Like I was only saying Stardew because I want everybody
we'll wrap the rest of the.
All right, fuck it. Wrap it up. Say what you're gonna say.
Tokyo Jungle.
Okay, there you go. It's Tokyo Jungle. Right. Oh, that's cool. I haven't played it. I would have to spend $15 on it. I already have to spend $35 on Earth Defense Force fucking 5.
Well, Adrian bitched about me picking free games, so time to spend some money, fuckers.
I didn't bitch. Why do I have to fucking... I bet he already had Tokyo Jungle, too.
I do.
Motherfucker. See?
I even have a physical.
Street Cheer Flash says, I just got Story of Season, now I have to play Stardew. It's true. A Pepperoni says, like Beyond Good and Evil 2 will return, right, guys? Right?
Yeah. It will return. Don't worry about it, all right?
All right,
guys. I don't like the little funny fucking comment you made there, friendo. It's coming.
The final game we have open is July.
Yeah. 4th of July. Independence Day, the game.
When we were starting this, I didn't really want October. I really wanted July.
We're doing okay.
Because I really want to be patriotic, and I really want to open this game finally. We're doing Metal Wolf Chaos, baby.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've been wanting that for so long. I wanted fucking America, dude. Let's do this. It would have made more... Technically, it would make more sense because June, because by the end of the month, it'll probably be like 4th of July then, but fuck it. July.
Yeah, well, we could do it early. Let's do it.
It's not that long of a game, right? I don't think it was, at least.
5-6 hours, maybe? Nah.
Yeah, about 7 hours. So maybe that'll be a month where we'll bump another one in there. We'll see. But for now...
Oh, yeah. Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
That's all. I didn't really give a fuck about... I obviously would like it because I want Silent Hill 2, but I was very fucking excited for July. I was like, give me that month.
Hell yeah.
I almost picked that last year because I had June, but it didn't come out. It came out like just 11 months prior to that. So it didn't quite make the...
Wait, you have July?
I didn't. I had June. That was for Nier. So essentially, it was Nier versus Metal Wolf Chaos.
Yeah, Nier. Yeah. I wonder which one we would have liked more. Like, would you have liked Metal Wolf Chaos more before playing Nier, or like they're very similar games? So.
Yeah, they're true.
About patriotism. I just find it funny that we played the spiritual successor of that game earlier this year with Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah,
because I feel Senator is gonna would be very at home in that game.
Metal, so much metal.
Yeah, so much metal.
And then Alex Wolf, Metal Wolf. We had
Alex Wolf, our favorite actor.
Yeah, we had some foreshadowing earlier in Blue Rupees.
I call him Death Note's brother. That's
Chaos with 6 Days of Fallujah.
And Chaos because that's also a hedgehog.
And then XD because funny
because internet because we're on the internet right now. XD because that's going to be my face when I see Metal Sonic.
My favorite Disney block. XD.
And it's going to be Metal Sonic, and it's going to say Pedro Pascal. I'll be like, my eyes will go cross like an X, and my
I want. I thought you were. I don't know why I want your eyes to go chameleon.
Or like go like 2 different ways.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah. I just go cross-eyed.
All right. So our last bit in October, we're gonna do a fan vote sometime. We'll announce that like probably around September.
I have to pick a horror game.
Or August, September.
Evil ain't fucking happening ever.
I have my first one because we don't know who November and December are going to. One of us is not having another pick until like next year. After this,
it ain't me. Fuck you. No, it can't be me because I had January last year, right? Unless I
thought I had January last year.
No, because I got a War.
No, I did. That was supposed to be No Man's Sky for this year. Oh, I thought never mind.
No, last year. No, I said
the schedule.
Last year was God of War.
What's the schedule now? So it went me, David, Gore.
Yeah.
Then it went me, Gore, David.
Yeah. So it should be me, you, Gore.
Wait, who had January this year?
I did.
Was you?
That was No Man's Sky technically.
That has to be David next time because we have to switch it up, right? So sorry, David.
Yeah.
So then would it be Gore November, me in December? And then
I don't think I had November. I had October and I've had December.
I've had December before too, though.
I know, but fuck you. How about that? How you ever think of that?
So would that be?
Yeah, because Adrian and I had December, so you're December now.
No, I had November. You're right. I'm December. That's right.
Yeah, because I had Grim Fandango.
Because I had November as Enslaved. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and who had November last year?
You're November. I'm December.
Who's you? You're pointing at
you, fucker. You know.
So
I'm
then
talking to you. I ain't talking to David. Fuck
so
him.
I had December. David had December. So you're getting December this time. And then I had January. You had January.
You never had November, so you have November.
So I'm going November.
Yeah, and then David's going January.
All right. So David, you're in Tokyo Jungle, and you might not have another pick until.
Well, you know what? Don't worry. He'll pick a really popular game for the community vote, and he'll win that one.
That's
like
true.
A fucking dick. So no, don't worry. I'll pick a PS4 game. So you're fucked. Come at me, fucker.
Dreams.
I will win. It'll be Dreams. That'd be actually an interesting one. We go all just like pick 10 games and try to describe all of them. I play this fucking one.
That game's dead as hell, but I really wish because there was a time I really wanted to stream early.
It's still like being populated with new games, but
but it's not nearly as what it should have been. Anyway, So the final thing for season 2, it's as follows: February 25th is Little Nightmares, March 25th is Earth Defense Force 5, April 29th is Hellblade's Newest Sacrifice, May 27th 9 Hours 9 Persons 9 Doors, June 24th Parasite Eve. I need to get the dates, but July is Metal Wolf Chaos, August is Stardew Valley, September is Tokyo Jungle, and then October will be the fan vote, and there'll probably be another fan vote somewhere in the middle there too. So
I'm sure maybe for Hellblade, that's only an 8-hour game. We could probably, that's April though. There's a lot of games coming out.
No, I think for sure.
One game.
For sure.
Well, actually, no. I don't think there's a lot. There's just one game.
I think
that we're all excited for.
In July,
I have like 9 pre-orders.
Yeah, that's right. You have a bunch of weird games.
I think for sure July, August, because I'll be in between Metal Wolf and Stardew. And Stardew,
July. July probably good.
Stardew, I presume, is going to be a game we're not going to be necessarily cramming on. That's a game that I've definitely been wanting to kind of just dabble in and also turn into a No Man's Sky, as Gore was kind of alluding to. Yeah. So I think July/August will be our next spam, and then Tokyo Jungle is super short too. So.
And a new update came out today for Stardew. So
for gonna say for Tokyo Jungle.
Yeah, for Tokyo Jungle. Now you can play as a llama. I don't know why animals are in there. I don't know.
I do have my first pick of season 3 though. I'm very excited for
that. I cool. When's Parasite Eve? That's June, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You know, isn't that funny? Wasn't fucking Enslaved usually your Christmas game?
Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe we'll play it again.
We'll do it again.
We'll play Pixie's Perfect.
The first double dip.
Yeah.
We'll play the DLC.
Well, no, that'd be the third time Enslaved game's gone by.
Hey, for a monthly game, like one of those community monthly games, can we do a DLC? It'll be a quick thing, but hey, we could do Pixie's Perfect 10. It's like a 3-hour thing.
I'm down for letting you put that up to vote. Sure.
Yeah, I don't really mind.
Yeah, no one will vote for it, but we could do that.
You guys still do have an extra secondary game because I took that secondary one for PT.
True. Oh, so we could do like if you
want another short game.
Well, I don't think I'll really have much time left, so that's why
you pitch me whatever you want. Then I mean,
if it's a short game,
if you want to pitch something short in September when you're in Tokyo Jungle, I wouldn't really mind.
Yeah, because Tokyo Jungle's not too long, right?
Because
that's only like hours.
Does that have an end game, Tokyo Jungle?
Kind of. It has basically a exploration mode, and then as you play that, you unlock the story chapters. So, and even then, the story is basically just how everything came to be. So it really is kind of one of those games that you can put as much time as you want in. It's
another one of those. By the way, April asked, "What's Tokyo Jungle?"
It's a game about dogs. That's it.
The best way to describe it is it's a stealth survival horror where you play as animals in a post-apocalyptic Tokyo.
I've never heard it described as a horror.
I never
game.
heard it as horror either.
It has a lot of fucking crazy horror moments.
Well, if you really, really don't like seeing little puppies and shit getting messed up, I guess it is a horror thing.
So season 2 was filled with a lot of horror games, wasn't it? Technically, right? Like we turned No Man's Sky into a horror game.
Metal Gear Rising, Earth Defense Force. That's gonna be horrible.
It's because I'm not getting October for another 2 years. So
999 is technically. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, does that? Let me check to make sure that lines up, though. I want to make.
Wait, what? What? I'm sorry. What did you say, David?
David's like, well, fuck it. I'm not going to get October for another 2 years.
Yeah. Well, you need to pick something fucking big for October so they can vote for it. Pick your fucking bombshell, like a big fucking butt, just like
big dick energy on fucking
big dick horror energy. You need and I know what's gonna fucking happen. I said that. I know one of you motherfuckers are gonna pick Resident Evil 4. I'm gonna be pissed.
No, that's too long for a fan vote, though.
Is it 15 hours? Is that too long for a fan vote? But that's a whole month game. Remember? So I mean, that could be as long as.
Oh, is that the whole?
Yeah, that's the whole month. Nobody.
Gotcha. That's right.
I don't want to play Resident Evil 4.
You fucked yourself now.
Yeah, probably. But like, if he picked Resident Evil 4, then that would win.
Sure. Even I probably wouldn't come up with something that would fucking outpace that in votes.
I wouldn't pick that. I'd probably pick
Little Nightmares 2.
Nightmares 2. Yeah.
We'll bend the rules this one time.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, look, I just had to write down I know it was right, but I just wanted to at least get a visual of it to see when it lines up. And yeah, David, you got 2022 October, baby.
Yeah. How about me? I didn't even get to
wait
pick.
till 2022.
I got pressured into Dead Space. I just said. Dead
RE7
Space.
would be very
I guess
good.
It's Dead Space. I'm like, I guess
RE7 would be fun.
Yeah, it could be.
I was thinking that, honestly. I didn't want to say anything else. That's why I kind of dropped what I was saying earlier. I was like, I was thinking RE7.
Yeah, it'll be between like we'll just have the Resident Evil games fight against each other. That
Resident Evil, yeah, we'll see which one's actually good.
4, 2, and 7, right?
4, 2, and 4, 2 remake, and then 7, yeah, and then 4 will have 85% of the votes. So we'll be playing that. I'm sure Silent Hill might creep its little head in there somewhere, maybe.
Possibly.
I could see Dead Space 2.
Dead Space 2.
Who knows? Who knows? Whoa!
All right. So with that said, like I said, this will be very soon. I'm gonna by the next episode, I'll say we'll at least be archiving these to make up its own video as well as its own podcast feed. We'll have the audio on there as well. Audio as well on there. What else was I gonna say about this?
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah, there you go. Bye.
Bye.
No Man's Sky. We barely talked about it. All right. See you later. I love you.